Hey everybody, welcome to, just making sure I'm recording, welcome to Al's channel. Now what are we doing today? We're talking about how to add the first basic page to your website. So let's have a look. If you remember off the last video, if you haven't seen the last video, it basically showed you how to place the app onto the host and provider that you've got. If you'd like to check that out, that's within the videos on my channel, Al's channel. Now this is the front part of a basic looking WordPress. It doesn't look like anything at the moment because everything on there is what you're provided with. It normally has hello world on the front. That's just an example page, so that's kind of just saying welcome. The domain I'm using is Your Mindful Journey for this example. Now what we need to do now, so you've maybe come out of it, you've put the app on, you're over the moon because it's actually showing something, and then you want to go back into the admin. Now no matter what hosting provider you're on, it will have an area where you can go in through an admin which is separate, and I'll show you how we do that. If you have a look at the top of the screen, you've got yourmindfuljourney.co.uk. All you do is / after your domain, so your domain could be whatever it is, and then you put wp-admin. And what that does is it takes you to another page. In a minute it'll come on, and this is where you enter the username and password that you have done when you actually loaded your WordPress app onto the host. So let's have a look. I'm going to put in admin and also my password, and hopefully it'll be right because I did forget it before. Log in, you can see at the top of the screen it's going on. So we're coming in here again. Scary to some people who haven't been on WordPress much, but really when you get used to the area you'll find it quite good. Down the left hand side we've got posts, media pages. Now this video that I'm doing for you is going to tell you how to get a basic page up or created, and then what we're going to do after that, we're going to do something which is a bit frustrating for people who first come onto WordPress. It's when they look for how they create a page by doing this, and then you need to assign it to be the front page, and sometimes people, you know, they create quite a few. So I'll give you an example. That's just an example that's on, so if you were to edit that, it would just be an example of a privacy policy that they already put on as an example. So give it a couple of minutes. It's a bit slow on my computer tonight. As you can see here, this is just giving you an example. You can change this if you want, but what I'd rather do is show you a brand new one. So we're going to put add new, and when you put add new you will get a blank page like so, and it'll say title, right? So we'll just title it front page just for this example. Now that's the title of the actual page. Now underneath you've got the choice of putting whatever text you want. Now I'll go into a bit more detail on how you work with the likes of these icons here, which you can probably guess what they are, but your basic text is what you get first. So I might put front page and welcome just underneath, just so we can have an example to show yourselves when you're looking at this video. Now what you do, you then, after you've, you know, you would have much more text on here, you know that, but this is an example. So what we're going to do is go up to the right, and here what it's got, I'll just explain these buttons. We've got save draft. Now this is only if you want to save it as a draft and you don't actually want to publish it. That means you don't want it actually to be seen online. It's very good for when you're creating the likes of a website. You can save a lot in draft, and it means that you can publish them as and when you want to, which is really good to do. So on the right hand side we've got save draft. We're going to opt away from that because I do actually want to show you it on the web, so we're going to not do that this time. It'll preview, so you can actually preview before you do anything with it. That means you can press it and I'll kind of give you an idea what it looked like on there. I won't do that for now, but what I'll do for the purpose of what we're talking about, I'm going to press the publish. Now a mistake you sometimes make on WordPress, which sounds bizarre, is you press publish and you kind of come straight out of it and you think, oh, that's been published. It gives you a chance after that to press the publish button. I don't really understand why they do that, to be fair. I kind of feel as if you could press it once and that would be it. But one of the classic mistakes you'll make, you'll write all the stuff and then you'll go out of it and realise you haven't published it. So always keep an eye on the right hand side, as you can see there, and press the publish again. You'll be able to see it sort of, give you them few lines to sort of see you've published it. Now over here it'll say page published. This is to tell you that it's actually updated it, so there's been no problems, so nothing's come up as an error message, and you've got view page. So what we can do is we can view the page as it is, right? Now it's kind of a boring style probably at the moment because we haven't got much on there, but you've got front page, welcome, and it kind of just gives you an idea what it'll look like. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back into edit page and see it from the point of view of any editing you need to do. So I'm going to update it again. Welcome to our new website. And then just to show you again, we'll go up to our right. Remember what I said before, the two steps are when you go to update, in this case because it's already been published, update it and watch the sticker on the right hand side, and it's showing that it's updated because it goes a lighter shade. Then what I'm going to show you, so what we've done is we've created this page. We're going to go into all pages, right? Now when we go into all pages, there's also a sample page, right? Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you to your main website. So we're going to go into the website, visit the site, and you'll notice the hello world which we had originally, which was an example, is already still on there. Now this is a frustration to some people because what they'll do, we'll go back and I'll show you, what they'll do is they'll create a page and they'll think to themselves, I wouldn't mind that page being on the front of the website, so I want the front of the website. So they'll create it and they'll look around here and think, where on earth does it tell you how you can actually publish the page as what we call old school index page. That means it's the index of the website, it's the front page, and you can actually change the front page at any point, which is really good. So you could have one that might be the sample page as an example, and you might think to yourself, I would really like to make that the front page, right? But it's just an example. You know what I'm saying? You're going to create quite a few pages and you might think, I created one, I feel like this one now could be the front page because it's got more impact. You can do that at any point. Now this is how you do it. Like I say, if you keep going to that one, you will see, I think this is the one here, the sample page. We'll have a look in. You'll keep seeing this page here. Now I'm actually wrong there because I think what it's doing, it's showing a post. So what we'll do is we'll go to posts. There we go. The posts themselves are for blogs, so I need to correct myself. It's actually a post that's shown. We can take all of that off to put your website up, but that's for another video. I don't want to go into too much detail about things that are going to confuse matters. We're going to do 1 to 2 tasks each video. It means if you follow my videos, what you'll find is you'll build your website up gradually and you'll find that you understand it better. If you're a bit like me and you like to rush into things, try to be very patient. What we'll do, we'll get there. It might take you a bit longer, but you'll have a good, powerful website. So what I like to do is I like to go back into the pages. I'm going to go into pages, right? And we're going to have a look at this page here. Now, like I said to you before, it was showing a post, right? So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to place that front page, we've called it front page, you could have called it what you wanted, into the front of the website rather than have the hello world post on. Now what you do is you look here, remember this one, go to settings, you go into settings and you go to general. Now a lot of people would look for this time and time, how do we do this? It's such a frustration. It's so simple. So check this out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here, and instead of going into the general settings, we're going to go into what's called reading. So remember, the general settings are for general, shall we say, things that we could need to change. You would like to change a title. So in here we can change the title of the website and call it Your Mindful Journey. and we can press save changes on there. What that'll do, it'll allow you to change the name of the site. That's just a title name, so don't worry about it. You can put a tagline underneath. We'll do that at a later date. Don't want to get off subject. I did promise you that we would have a look and see if we could sort this page that we created to go on the index or the front page. Now, we've been to general and we'll put a little site title in there up the top, and it will be on the main site as well. Now what we're going to do, which is what I showed you before, I do apologize, I need to go into this now. We need to go into what's called reading. Right? Now in reading, what it does, it gives you a selection of things to select when people read stuff on your website. This is the most important part. We need to go to this button here and press it, right? This means a static page will appear, aka a front page on your website, when you assign whatever page you've created to it. Here it says home page, that's what we want. And we're going to press select. Now do you remember we called it front page, and then all we need to do after this is go to save changes, right? After this, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our site and visit the site, and there we go. We have our first page that we've created very simply. We can take this off, so don't worry about that. I'll show you that in another video. And we have a title and a few words at the bottom. Thanks again for looking into my channel. It's Al's channel, and I would love you to subscribe to this if you can. And I'm going to bring loads of more WordPress videos to you so you can make a very effective and creative website today. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll catch you later. Bye.